Trap Media. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting. We hit 2,000 subscribers. What better time to do it than Canelo Plant? We just witnessed a spectacular, undisputed, all the belts on the line matchup. Tennessee, Nashville, Jalisco, Mexico, Guadalajara, El Chino, Alvarez, and Caleb Plant. I'm very satisfied with the performance. Caleb Plant showed me I owe him a lot more respect. I was being real disrespectful on a lot of channels, and it wasn't necessarily disrespectful. It's just you don't know how a guy's gonna react under the light until they're under the light. We've seen a lot of hype jobs. We've seen a lot of guys that are good on a small stage, but that doesn't convert all the time to the big stage. I didn't think we would get this type of performance, but for most of the night, he showed he was the bigger guy, he was the stronger guy, he could absorb the punches, and sometimes you get a Magic Johnson performance your first time on the stage, and I felt like he came and did that. Win, lose, or draw. I was just on Corey Lee Boxing, and he was saying, "What's the best case scenario for Caleb Plant?" And I was telling him he can go out there and have a Sean Porter performance and get a lot of respect like he won the fight. And I feel like what he did tonight, he's going to get that respect. I feel like the stoppage was bad. If Fury had that referee, Wilder would be the champion right now. You have to let champions go out on their shield. Count them all the way out. Even though he seemed like he out after we seen what we seen with Tyson Fury, you have to get these guys chances to get up. I'm happy for Caleb Plant. He boxed very well. I think I gave Canelo like 2 or 3 rounds. Every other round I had for Caleb Plant. He was dominating the fight. Even when Canelo was hitting him, it was he was dictating the pace with his defense. He was letting Canelo get off when he got off. When Canelo would hit him, he was absorbing the punches. And then only thing I didn't like, he was pulling back and freezing. But after a while, that became a hindrance and aggravating to Canelo because he couldn't really do his thing, and you can just see him getting frustrated when he would throw these big shots at Plant, and the big shots that would usually fold your average fighter. Like I say, when you go in dog mode, and dog mode doesn't work because it's another dog on the other end. We don't know what you're going to do, and this is why we do have to give Canelo respect, because when he went in dog mode and it didn't work, he stayed ready, so he didn't have to get ready, and he landed the shot at the right time. It's kind of like LeBron James under pressure. Ray Allen hits the shot, goes to overtime, and they finish the deal. Goes to game 7 and they finish the deal. When you give guys like this at this level, Canelo Alvarez, the LeBron James of basketball, if you give them any light, one thing they're going to do, they're going to stay ready. And he was ready and he landed the shot. I come out of this fight feeling like Caleb Plant can beat Benavidez. I come out of this fight feeling like Caleb Plant could beat Charlo. But one thing we do have to keep in mind, these are bigger fighters. So a lot of the difficulties that Canelo had was due to his size. And Caleb Plant looked like he could have been 200 pounds tonight. So he had kind of a Tyson Fury strategy apart from the aggressiveness. I like in round 4 when he stood toe to toe in the center of that ring. I like spots where if you was paying attention, he was getting his air. His stamina was good. He did everything right. It's just you can't go to sleep at the high level for any time. He went to sleep for a little bit. It was kind of like that pulling back thing, but I do feel the referee didn't do him service. Um, Some advice I would give to fighters in the future: if you get hurt like that and you get caught, just go to the ground so you can kind of get your bearings back, or just take a knee. Take a knee, breathe, do some deep breaths, come back, center yourself, and you might have could have took two knees. He caught you a little bit, take another knee, get yourself back, and then grab immediately. That's something that you could probably work on. I would definitely want to see a rematch. Definitely want to see a rematch. I don't think you can walk away satisfied if you're Canelo, because yes, you were prepared for the moment, but you got dominated majority of the fight. And if you heard me on Southern T Boxing or you heard me on Corey Lee Boxing, I had Canelo destroying Caleb Plant. So this is not me being biased for Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant showed he is the better fighter. He just got caught. He doesn't lose anything. This is one of those Sean Porter losses where your stock goes up after this. And I think you go get Benavidez, you go get Charlo or Andrade, and maybe in a couple years, we're talking about a big rematch if you can't get them to run it right back. I think they should run it right back. We want to see it. I will pay for it again. I might have to go to a fight. This was that good, and Caleb Plant impressed me so much. And I think Canelo will, being the champion that he is, he will make the proper adjustments. But I just don't think you can walk away from something like this. And I don't think he needs to take a step back, because he showed that once he really lock in, and like he said, y'all don't F around where y'all from. Well, we don't either. You seen all that trailer park come out. You seen them dirt roads come out. You seen that South. You seen them Confederate. You seen all of that come out. You seen he came up around some brothers because he carried that. He came out with Conway the Machine. That kind of changed the whole set. If you know Griselda Conway, that whole gritty movement, you can just feel something different in the air coming out to that type of music. But I'm proud of Caleb Plant, man. He did a very good job. I totally was wrong. I have no problem saying I was wrong about him. The lights came on and he showed he was a star. It's nothing else I can say. Trap Media, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you can, hit that thumbs up. Comment, let me know what you had to fight. What did you have to fight? Did you have Plan Up? Did you have Canelo up? And do you want to see a rematch? Is it just me? Am I tripping? And what's the stoppage badge? Bad. That's all I ask. Shout out to Canelo becoming the first undisputed at 168, becoming the first Mexican. You made history for your family. You staying dedicated at the highest level. That's hard to do in any sport. And over here at Trap Media, we respect that. Number one pound for pound. He showed why, but Caleb Plant just made my list. Trap Media, like, share, subscribe, spread some love today. Boxing, we won tonight. I'm out.